Hi, Miss Adila and my fellow friends. My name is Esther, and today we are going to explore into the fascinating subject of personality psychology, specifically on birth order theory by Alfred Adler. According to Adler, birth order shapes who we are. Firstborn are more responsible, leader, sometimes a little anxious. They had all the attentions but dethroned after sibling arrived. Middle-born, more adaptable, competitive, and peacemaker. They learn to balance being younger and older. Youngest child are more sociable, charming, creative, and sometimes spoiled. They get all the attentions mostly, but least pressure. Does this sound like you or someone you know? I have reviewed 5 studies on how birth order shapes who we are. Does the research prove Adler's theory or it doesn't? Let's check it out. First paper is from Chow and Amzad, 2024. IIUM journal studied Malaysian university students to see if birth order really affects personality. They used a Big Five personality test on 184 students. What's the result? There's no strong link between birth order and personality. Instead, culture, parenting, and education play a big role. Does this support Adler? Not really. Adler say birth order is crucial, but these studies say it is not the main factor. Second research paper from IGPA 2025, the Academic International Journal, explored birth order effects on personality and achievement. They compiled data from 200 people ranged from age 18 to 50. Firstborn, more responsible, conscientious, and achievement focused, means they are goal driven and work hard to succeed. Only born, more independent, perfectionist, but lack early sibling interaction. So, does it support Adler? Partially, yes. It confirmed firstborn take on leadership. Only born have similar trait to firstborn, but according to Adler, they are more self-centered and struggle with social interactions due to excessive parental attention. Research paper 3 from Charles University, Czech Republic, studied birth order impact on personality using historical research and personality tests. They found out that firstborn, they are achievement driven and responsible. Only born, they have similar to firstborn traits but more independent. Does it support Adler idea? Mostly yes. But this study also highlight that social and environmental factors play a huge role. Research paper 4 from Barisha 2022 in Management Research Review look at how birth order affects leadership in 230 managers. Firstborn, they are like the boss of the family. They are more organized, logical, and natural leader. Only born instead of leading, they prefer to step back. They are more independent, but not exactly the bossy type like the firstborn. Does this match Adler theory? Yes, there are some minor difference. Adler say only born should be a strong leader too. But this study found they are more likely to avoid decision making instead of taking charge. So means that only born they might just prefer to work on solo. Lastly, on research paper 5 by Sultan and Malik, 2020, from Lahore College, Pakistan Journal, wanted to see if birth order really shapes personality. So they studied 400 university students in Pakistan. What did they find out? Firstborn, they are more resilient, meaning they can handle stress and challenges well. But they also tend to be less forgiving. Does this support Adler theory? Yes. Adler say firstborn take on responsibility and deal with high expectations, which could explain why they are mentally strong, more resilient. But also, no. Adler did not really talk about forgiveness. These studies suggest that personality is not just about birth order. Other things like upbringing and life experience probably play a big role. Being firstborn might make you strong, but it doesn't guarantee you a patient person. Birth order shapes us, but it is not the only thing that makes us who we are. Does birth order really define us? I can say partially yes, but not all. What research agree with Adler on firstborn, they are responsible, hardworking, and natural leader. Only bonds, they are similar to firstborn but more independent and confident in social interaction. What research say differently, a birth order is not everything. Parenting, culture, and life experience also shape who we are. Even some of the traits like social skill, leadership are not just about birth order. They are other factors that matters. Personality psychology is unique. Adler theory gives us a great concept. But all the end of the day, we shape our own fate and our future. Thank you for listening.